The opinions in this video may be controversial. Bear in mind that I am not asking you to change your opinion, but I wish for you to come into this video with an open mind, understanding how I feel. Before I go into misanthropic stereotypes and why they anger me so much, I feel like it would benefit to talk about another stereotype that drives me nuts. Hunter stereotypes. In modern media, hunters are always portrayed as pure and noble people. Now, let me clarify, I do not hate all hunters or all forms of hunting, but there are many forms of hunting that contribute greatly to why I am misanthropic. For example, just because you are hunting legally doesn't mean you are doing good for the environment. That is what a lot of people I've met, especially hunters, seem to think is that hunting is the be-all end-all of animal saviorism. And this, honestly, is infuriating. But I'd rather not rage this time. I'm gonna try and explain how I feel calmly. I don't know if this is an issue anymore, but a while ago, hunters had this idea that wolves were nuisance animals, and were actively trying to wipe them back into extinction. Because, you know, deer have so many predators. Are hunters even actively trying to control deer populations? Why are there still so many deer? Do they exist just to benefit the ecosystem, or do they exist just so hunters have something to kill? I don't know. I'm not an ecologist or an environmental scientist or anything, but to be honest, a lot of the practices that hunters use are very sketchy. I mean, it's bad enough that we use guns and weapons that we can use from afar and give them as little chance to escape as possible, but we also feel the need to throw helicopters and bullets and other vehicles into the mix, as if it wasn't already bad enough for them. And what's even worse is that we're even going as far as to filling wolf and bear dens with gas. Why? Mothers and their babies. We are poisoning them for what? Just because they exist? Sometimes for expansionist greed for fossil fuels and resources we don't need? It's disgusting. I can't even come up with the words for it. But no hunting practice infuriates me more than that big cauldron full of Kool-Aid even Adam Conover's been drinking and feeding to people. Trophy hunting benefits African wildlife. Megafauna that's already getting heavy pressure from poachers and struggling to stay in its ecosystem in general. And yet, we've decided that the best way to save these creatures is to kill and slaughter the very creatures we are supposedly trying to save. How do they benefit from it exactly? Because they raise a lot of money from it? What does the money do? I honestly don't know how money would actually benefit these creatures. Why not just leave them alone? Or actually go out and stop poachers? Botswana used to do that, but apparently they got a new president that said they would reopen trophy hunting. I don't know if they've actually done that yet, but considering the practice of actually going out there and stopping poachers actively has actually been doing more for those creatures than trophy hunting, I mean, it's not perfect. Innocent people have died from it, but it's actually been working for them. And they're just gonna throw that away? And also, hunters only kill the sick and elderly. The numbers at which they are killed kinda suggests against that. How many sick and elderly are there? There's also the dangerous males they kill, which, yeah, elephants and whatnot are going to get ornery during mating season. That's nature for you. But then again, what do I know? The hunters have all this fancy logic and whatnot that they use to convince people that they are right. Yes, let's go back to hunters. Now, again, I've stated that I don't hate every hunter and every practice, but then we got the quote-unquote sane animal lovers. And in my experience, these people only support hunting and no other forms of animal saviorism. If you don't get to kill and slaughter animals, they don't care. But they're going to treat you like an idiot if you care otherwise, even going as far as to calling you retarded and sheltered, and colorful words like that. These people also despise veganism and think meat farming is completely and totally innocent. Basically, if animals die from it, these people, these sane animal lovers, will defend it. Oh, there's a dog slaughtering festival in Yulong? Oh, just let it run its course. It's not that big a deal. Seal clubbing? Oh, just let it run its course. Animal testing? It's always good and necessary. Even for products we don't need, and even when there's a way to avoid it. Someone's eating a veggie burger? Oh my god, what a horrible human being! Kill him! Okay, so they don't go that far, especially considering that they usually think that humans are sacred creatures, and that killing a criminal is worse than killing an endangered creature, but still. And in case you took what I just said the wrong way, no. I don't support just killing people at a whim, but I do have standards. I think there are truly horrible human beings on planet Earth. People who are dangerous to other people and creatures, and I do not think their lives are more valuable than an endangered species. I'm sorry, but I don't. As for who I'm talking about, I don't want to name any names, but you will know them when you see them. They are constantly supporting hunting. They never speak out against cruelty to animals unless it's cruelty done by those oh so horrible environmentalists and animal lovers. And everything that involves killing animals, they will defend. They don't even speak out against inhumane meat farming or anything else. How can I treat them as sane animal lovers if it is never about the animals, but about their war against environmentalism? And people who actually care about animals when it doesn't involve killing them and benefiting humans and no other creature. And that's honestly what it feels like. I'm not speaking about every hunter, mind you, but it's those people that make me detest hunter stereotypes in general. Hunters are always the good guys. They are always pure and noble. They are never as I have described certain hunters. There are so many different hunters that exist, but people only want to focus on the good hunters. I never see them as villains anymore. And that makes me sad and kinda upset. Before I end the video, I just want to say that I really would rather not hear all the benefits and good things hunting does. I've heard them all before. I am tired of hearing them. All it does is enforce how I feel about humans in general. So please, do not. There are other character stereotypes I hate, but more on that next time. Next time I plan on talking about misanthrope and animal lover stereotypes. Just to clarify, I don't think all animal lovers and environmentalists are good, but I really want to get it off my chest how I feel about stereotypes. But that's for next time. Until then, I am Balth, and the cave is closed.